I'm Eve from Mystic Rainbow Tarot, and thank you for tuning in today. So this is a requested update on Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun, and of course they were in the Netflix series The King, the Eternal Monarch, so which I expect a lot of you have seen, as I have. So anyway, so let's get started and see what we can find out about these two. So messages about Lee Min-ho and Kim Go-eun. How's their connection? Has anything changed? How are their feelings for each other? Messages about Min-ho and Go-eun. Any messages that we're allowed to know? Messages about Go-eun and Min-ho. Are they still connecting to each other? Any messages that we're allowed to know? Oh, this card is so big. I stretch my hands out a lot. Shuffle them a bit more. Any messages for us about these two? How does Lee Min-ho feel about Kim Go-eun at the moment? So let's see how he feels about it all. How does he feel about Go-eun? How does Lee Min-ho feel about her right now? What's going on with his feelings about their connection? How does he feel about her? So how does Min-ho feel about Go-eun? So I'm going to pop six, I think I'll take 6 cards about how he feels about her. And then, if I can move them up, I can make enough room. Okay, I'm going to find out how she feels about him as well. So messages about how Kim Go-eun feels about Lee Min-ho. So tell us about how she feels about him. How does Go-eun feel about Min-ho? What is she thinking or feeling about Min-ho? So I'm going to put 6 cards down for her feelings as well. So I think I'm running out of room with these large cards, so push them on and hope they're in view. So the first card is the 8 of Wands. So I feel this relates to, there are a lot of messages, and that's what Wands about, and you can see all the wands flying there. That's the messages. You know, they're going back and forth between these two. So it's kind of like Cupid's arrow has been fired. That's what it looks like with all these wands flying. So I feel like there's a lot of sparks between these two, you know, chemistry wise. So he feels like he wants things to move along, and he finds Gurun easy to talk to. He is still very much interested in her in a romantic kind of way, so it's still there. So the next card is the Ace of Hearts, and that's nice with a heart coming out of the vase in a bigger heart there. So there's some feelings going on there with this card. So with this card, I feel like there's a connection and it's flourishing, and he feels as if she's the perfect match for him, because he feels like their bond is emotionally fulfilling, because she makes him feel happy, and happiness is everything at the end of the day. So there's a lot of hope here, because his feelings are genuine, and so their connection has the potential to blossom further. But I feel he must be patient and not put pressure on her or push for things, because I feel this is going to, you know, if she wants this, it would develop better if he allows this partnership to grow in its own time, sort of thing. I also feel these two have a crush on each other, and it's easy to kind of daydream about a romance. But someone's going to have to make the first move. But I do feel there is a fun sort of flirty thing going on at times between them. So let's see what the next card is. The next card is the Lovers. And there is someone in the corner actually dreaming about the two of them being together. So it's in their thoughts. There's romantic thoughts going on in their minds, even if they're not sharing them, about each other. So that's lovely. So Minho feels he needs to make a decision between his head or his heart in regards to romance. He is feeling torn about what to do. He has feelings of love and passion, but he's not sure because he's been hurt before. So he's trying to think rationally, but that's not really possible when feelings are involved. So he's not sure what to do. He also feels he's got a difficult choice, because he might have to work less to put enough time into a romance, and his career is at its peak right now. So he's not sure if it's the right time for him to jump into a relationship, but he feels like she is a soulmate, and that, you know, they have this very strong connection. Because he feels so much more peaceful when they're together, and soulmates often feel this way when they're together. It's kind of like a sense of belonging or a feeling of going home. So that's nice to have feelings like that. The next card is the Hierophant. So with this card coming up, I feel he feels very protective towards her, probably because all eyes are on them in the media. I also sense their connection is comfortable but kind of conservative. But they are very compatible, and both are looking for a traditional type of relationship. And both being Cancer star signs, they do feel things deeply when they fall in love. So they like to take their time so they can guard their emotions and make sure it's the right thing for them. So the next card is the Fool. So with this card, he has found himself with these new feelings, so I think he's just going to have faith that everything would turn out for the best. I also think he makes Go-eun very happy, you know, when they spend a lot of time together, and he always tries to make her laugh in some way, and so she thinks he's fun to be around. So I feel they have a very playful companionship going on, and Min-ho is feeling confident and happy within himself at the moment. Also, in some ways, he feels ready for a deeper, more intimate relationship. What I'm getting is he just doesn't want his career to suffer at all, and probably he doesn't want hers to suffer either. He's at a stage in his life though where he's got nothing to prove right now, and he's completely being himself, and I feel love and good connections are coming in for him now, because he feels happy in himself, and of course his career is going so well. The only thing he does have lack of is time, as he's quite busy, always working hard. So he would have to make time for a romance. So let's see what the next card is. The next card is the Justice card. So I do think Min-ho is weighing the pros and cons before deciding what to do. He has been pursuing her, but he's trying to gain some balance on his perspective about their connection and what to do, and its potential to develop, and if it's the right time for them both. He would like more, but I think he feels it's all down to Go-eun to decide the future for them, or if it's going to go anywhere. So, I mean, you both got to be in agreement at the end of the day. So, let's see how she feels about things. So, these cards are about how she feels about things. So, this card is the High Priestess. So I feel Go-eun is keeping her feelings to herself, you know, keeping them a secret for now and not sharing them with him yet. She's waiting and using her intuition and seeing how things go. But she also feels the very special connection that they have. I think she also feels that he could be her soulmate. So they've both got the feeling, the good feelings, soulmate feelings when they're together. Very comfortable in each other's company, these two. So the next card is the Empress. So I feel in this union that they are experiencing growth, because they are both putting some effort into their connection. She also feels a very deep mental connection with him, and it's like intuitive between them, probably because they're both Cancers. And I feel she's very caring and nurturing towards him. Also, she does desire things to grow between them into something more, but she's keeping that to herself because she wants to see how things go, as she too has been hurt before and wants to wait to see if he's going to be a player, because he's so popular with the ladies, and she wonders, I think, if they're together, if he's going to be noticing other ladies. So she's waiting to see whether he's genuine or not, I think, but only time will tell with these things. So she's waiting and watching and weighing things up. But I do see that these two have some sweet moments of understanding, friendship and love. And, you know, from these cards that I have here, there is a good chance for these two to become romantically involved if she agrees to it, but I sense it all rests on Go-eun to make the decision to accept Min-ho as a romantic partner, and she hasn't decided on that yet, but I would love to see these two together because I feel like they're so compatible. What a deep feelings relationship that would be, two Cancers together. So let's see what the next card is. The next card is the Queen of Wands. So this relates to Go-eun thinks their friendship is exciting and fun, and they sort of lark about together and enjoy themselves and let themselves go, and they can be themselves without worry of criticism or anything because they just enjoy each other's company. I feel like he can't get enough of her, and she feels she has such a good time when she's with him. So that in itself is good to have that sort of union anyway. So the next card is the Four of Wands. So with this card turning up in the reading, Go-eun does want a stable, loving partnership, and I think she feels you know, he could be the one, but she's taking her time to decide. I think it could also be because of them being quite big stars, and especially him. Does she want all the attention when she's in a romance with someone? Does she want everybody looking and watching them and asking them questions? So she thinks about these things too. So I feel they have this nice peaceful connection anyway, and she is caring towards him without expecting anything in return because she's a very giving person. She's kind of like, she's just happy that he wants to share something with her, you know, if he wants to get something off his chest or anything. And I do see happiness and contentment between them when they spend time together, and they have quite a happy, stable partnership at the moment. So that's a good foundation for a romance. So the next card is the Emperor. So I think she feels that he wants things on his terms. He needs to be able to lead, is what I'm saying, and he wants this to happen at his pace because I see that he's more of an alpha male. Anyway, she likes that he does have this very caring side as well, and he's very protective towards her. I also think she feels that patience pays off in relationships, because if you wait and get to know someone really well and spend a lot of time with them, you do find out what they're really like. And I think she's right with that. And I don't think she's in a hurry because she wants to be sure that a romance with him would be right for her. And she wants an even relationship and not someone to take charge of her. Now, I'm not saying that he would, but she's waiting to see how he is with her, how he relates long term with her. And you can tell about a lot about someone over time, and that's what she wants to know, because she wants this even kind of relationship, and I'm sure he'd be able to give her that. So the next card is the Two of Hearts. I think Go-eun felt an instant connection with Min-ho when they first met, and he feels like they just gel so well, and I see mutual feelings and respect and attraction between them both here, so that's very good. I feel there is a strong connection, and it's still carrying on. And this could turn into much more, or it could just stay, you know, companionship. That we will have to see. The reason it could go either way is because she hasn't made up her mind about him yet. I do feel they are soulmates, and there is both friendship and love here, and they do work well together, and they also bring out the best in each other. But then soulmates always do, I feel. They're very compatible with each other and share similar interests and values. I also think their feelings for each other are mutual as well. So it's just whether she wants a limelight romance, it's looking like, or whether she'd rather be with someone not known and have a quieter lifestyle. So we'll have to wait and see. But these two do mirror each other at times, probably because they're both Cancers. They're very similar. So they have the type of union where they help each other in times of need, and she feels safe with him. So that's good. So there's still a lot going on between these two. Anyway, like I've said, I just think these two are very compatible. They share a lot in common, and they do have a lot of fun together. So this could well turn into a love story. We'll have to wait and see. So anyway, that's the end of the reading. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it, and sending you love and light. Bye for now. See you soon.